Most people end their Alta Via one hike here. They turn back and never see what comes next. And honestly, I don't get it. Day 7 was supposed to be easy, but the sun had other plans. The trail tested us, and the Rifugio at the end, remote, raw, and one of the best surprises of the entire trip. So here's the question, what are they all missing?
Alta Via 1, day 7, second last day. We had a private room. Got the little special person here with me that joined me yesterday. Really hot and technical day yesterday was very nice. Today is supposed to be a short day, 11 kilometers. First bit on the road, but
the same yesterday.
we had a bit of a detour, right? So let's, today is hopefully short. We'll hopefully be there by lunchtime and then just chill the rest of the day. So let's get started. On the way to Rifugio Pramperet.
Day 7, 11.5 kilometers, 700 meters of elevation gain. Should be easy, right? That's what I told myself while putting on my slightly damp from yesterday's socks. We woke up to another perfect Dolomites morning. Clear skies, cool air, and not a snorer in earshot. After a quick breakfast, we packed up and settled, straight onto a road. Not the most epic start, but honestly, the peace and the quiet were unreal. This is where a lot of hikers call it quits. They finish the Alta Via 1 right here. And while I respect the choice, they're missing out. A few kilometers in, we were joined by the true trail owners, a herd of cows who clearly didn't care about any trail etiquette or personal space. Eventually, we ducked off the road and into a shaded forest, still cool and still fresh. Birds chirping, soft dirt underfoot, and sunlight streaming through the trees. Honestly, it was kind of magical. We knew the heat was coming, but for now we just enjoyed the calm and the cows.
Such a poser.
The forest trail continued for a while, cool, peaceful, with just enough incline to remind you that you're technically hiking.
Nice little relaxing hike. Feels a bit different from the rest of the days of the Alta Via. Nice and shaded through the woods. Definitely feels more like a rest day today, which is welcomed. It was very hot and quite difficult the last couple of days, in the sense where it was hot and rocky. So this is actually very, very nice, very pleasant. But yeah, it's second last day of the Alta Via. I miss this region.
We followed gentle ups and downs for the next couple of kilometers. Some parts were so smooth and mossy it honestly felt more like the Luxembourg than the Dolomites. But the Dolomites, they're never that chill for long. Eventually trail opened up, the trees disappeared, and suddenly, boom, we were right under the full sun. No shade, no mercy. But the views, absolutely ridiculous. But so was the heat. And just like that, our peaceful forest walk turned into a low-key game of find the trail across a rocky landscape. Markers were there, somewhere, and navigation got a little spicy.
lunch break. We need a break. Something about a rest day that makes it feel longer. Your brain is saying like, it's going to be short, but then it's not. And it takes forever. She's a mountain girl. She's keeping me on my toes. So yeah, I mean, it feels long, but it's not actually long. It's only 11 o'clock now. So we'll be done around about 1 o'clock. One little climb really left, and then...
You think?
Yeah, there's a climb left. Yeah.
I mean, you think in 1 hour or?
No, about 2 hours. Yeah, it's 11 now, we'll be done by 1. I think, about 2 hours. Go nice and slow, pole. That's the trick. It's still a beautiful walk. I'm not sure. There's, for some reason, a lot of people stopped at the last refugios and they finished their trek there. I'm not sure why. No one could give me really a reason. I thought maybe because the trail won't be as nice, but I mean, mountains, many mountains. And forest. So it's actually a beautiful section. So I'm not sure why people are stopping. If anyone knows, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, beautiful day. Soon we'll be at the Rifugio, have some nice lunch. Hopefully a bit better than last night, I must say. Oh yeah, Rifugio review. Last night, probably the nicest guy working behind the counter. He was very cute. We got a private room, so those are the benefits. Own shower, own bathroom, very, very nice. But yeah, the food was not great. I didn't even finish my food. Breakfast this morning was okay. So hopefully, Aneta will experience a proper Italian dish at the next place. Proper half-board. And hopefully, we're hoping for some proper vegetarian or proper ravioli tonight. Or gnocchi. So yeah. Anyway, on to lunch and get some good food. Well, at the lunch stop there, I seem to have been bitten by a tick at the back of my arm. So that was just now a medical procedure to try to remove that. We'll have to double check later if everything has been removed, but back tweezers, guys, just in case. You never know when you need them.
After what felt about like 12 hours in a convection oven, we finally re-entered the forest. Shade, glorious shade. But before we got too excited, the humidity said, hi. It was like walking into a steam room with hiking boots. Still, we weren't complaining. We'd missed trees and our skin appreciated the break from the UV aggression. The trail curved along the side of the mountain, opening up to some of the most beautiful views we'd seen all day. You know, the kind that make you stop mid-step and go, yep, worth it.
And that's it. Day 7 of Alta Via 1 done and dusted. With thunder in the background and Rifugio Pramperet right in front of us. Short day, even though it felt a bit longer, but it's a beautiful day. Not sure why people stopped before this. I really enjoyed it. I think it's just before 2 o'clock now, so time for a nice little lunch. Some good pasta, I think, something warm. And then enjoy the rest of the day and just chill out. And on to the last day tomorrow.
After a long, sweaty, navigationally questionable kind of day, we made it. Rifugio Pramperet, remote, quiet, tucked into the mountains like it's hiding from its responsibilities. It felt like a reward just getting here. No roads, no tourists, just hikers who had actually earned this place. We dropped our bags like we were just defusing a bomb, beeline to the terrace and ordered cold drinks. Cold being a relative term, this Rifugio didn't have ice. But you know what? When you're this dehydrated, anything below body temperature is basically a miracle. The views, outrageous. Probably a top 3 of the whole AV1.
Cheers to day 7, done and dusted. And amazing views.
Because we came from
I was waiting for this all day.
Then came the reality check. Showers. €3 for 2 minutes. Yep. I don't know what hurt more, the time limit or how fast I used it up, trying to remember how to turn the thing on. No private rooms either, back to bunk beds. But good news, only one other couple in our door. Even better news, no snorers. Truly a blessing. Pramperet isn't just a refugio, it's a reward. It's remote, wild and quiet in a way that's hard to describe. No roads, no cell signal, no chance of getting an Uber. Just you, the mountains, and maybe a few others who decided not to quit early. After the world's most efficient €3 shower, we returned to the terrace, freshly rinsed and slightly traumatized by the time limit. With the stunning view in front of us and the hardest part of the day behind us, I did what only sensible person would do. I ordered a half-liter jug of house wine for just €6. And yes, I drank the whole thing. Don't judge me, this place had no ice, but it had standards. We spent the rest of the evening reading, practicing some Dutch, and just watching the sky put on a show. The sun set behind the mountains like a wildfire rolling through the clouds. Golden reds, deep purples, the kind of sunset that makes you stop talking mid-sentence. And I remember thinking, this is why we hike. This is why we didn't stop at day 6. Pramperet wasn't easy to reach, but standing there, wine in hand, tired but full, it felt like exactly where we were supposed to be. I don't know why people skip this part of the Alta Via one. Maybe it's the remoteness, maybe it's the sun, maybe it's the €3 showers that feel like a trail running event. But to me, this day was a highlight. A quiet, scenic, slightly unhinged gift of a day, and I was so glad Annetta got to experience a refugio like this, one that feels completely cut off from the world. Just hikers, mountains, and wildly underpriced wine. We were tired, we were slightly crispy, but we were exactly where we wanted to be. And honestly, that's the magic of the Dolomites. Tomorrow is our final day, and I'm already feeling the end creeping in. But for now, let's just sit here a little longer with full hearts and a half a jug of wine. If you've ever finished a hike soaked in sweat, confused by trail markers and somehow holding a jug of wine, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. The final day is coming. And drop a comment. Would you have paid €3 for that 2-minute shower? See you on the final day. Until next time, keep exploring.